Hi, it's Simeon here from Swansea Employability Academy. Today I was supposed to be doing a lightning talk at an event, but instead of that I'm working from home, as is most of the country. So I thought I'd do the lightning talk from my house, record it for you, upload it, and you could just have a watch. Anyway, so this is my lightning talk, which was meant to be called 5 things to take out of your CV. So let's go. Number 1, lies. Udemy reported that 26% of people under 40 lie on their CV, and LinkedIn found that 52% of hiring managers scrap candidates immediately after they're found to be lying, regardless of how else the candidate performed. So, yeah, don't do it, guys. And you might be like, I'm not in that 26% of people, but you know what? A quarter of people listening to this probably are in that, because that's how statistics work. Anyway, so people say to me, oh yeah, but yeah, everybody embellishes their CV and things. And I think it's just about being a bit more Kanye. I think everybody needs to have a little think about not making stuff up, but just bigging up the stuff that they do. A popular careers person, Paul Redman, always says, it's not what you do, it's the story you tell about it afterwards, which is cheesy as hell. I don't think I can pull that off. But he pulls it off really well. Anyway, to me, it's just more about the explaining the things that you have done well. I think the truth explained well is more powerful than a lie. Number 2, lists of skills. I'm not saying you're not excellent at communication, teamwork, problem-solving, organisation, time management, motivation, adaptability, critical thinking, active listening, public speaking, decision-making, leadership, creativity, and all of that stuff. I'm not saying you're not great at that, but by just writing a list and including it on the side of your CV, it doesn't prove anything to me. Anybody could write that list. Anybody could copy and paste that list off of a website that says good stuff to put on your CV, and many people do. So just don't bother. I'm not saying you shouldn't include those skills, but I'm just saying don't include them as this long list. Instead, think about how you can evidence those skills. So if you've put something in about some experience, you've got some work experience, and in that work experience that you really worked on your communication skills, and it was all about just having great communication skills with people, then put that in as part of that experience. It's perfectly fine to say, oh, as part of this I developed my skills in X, Y, and Z. Or you can put a skill down and then tell us why you have that. And this is really popular in that first little paragraph. If you're going to put, oh, I am a hard-working, don't just put a list in there. In that first paragraph of your CV, make sure you evidence that. And you can say, oh, my work in the voluntary sector in such and such evidences my hard work and determination, or whatever it is you want to put in there. But don't just include a list. Number 3, your age. Now, ageism is against the law. Because of that, most employers' HR departments will just black out your date of birth or any obvious dates from your CV. So just save them the trouble. Don't include them. Put the dates of your recent work experience or study, but nothing too obvious that's going to give away your age. Apart from anything else, most HR departments will just get rid of it. But other than that, I think we should be promoting this world where everybody's got equal opportunities regardless of their age. So, yeah, just don't bother putting the dates in that are too obvious. Number 4, typos. And I hear this all the time. What does it matter if there are a couple of typos in my CV? I don't need to be able to spell to be a paramedic. Well, you know what? Sometimes you'll be hired by someone who will assess you fairly based on the job description, but not everyone is rational, and we all know people. We all know a lot of people. There are a lot of people out there who are irrationally troubled by spelling mistakes. That when they see a spelling mistake or a misplaced apostrophe, they go mental. And you know what? One of the people reading your CV might be one of those people. So just make sure that there aren't any typos. Run a spell check, run a grammar check, have somebody else read through your CV for you, because a second pair of eyes is always good. Apart from anything else, if you have 200 CVs to read as a recruiter, any excuse is enough for some hiring managers to just bing your CV. And I've seen plenty of people just put a CV aside, and I've said, oh, what's wrong with that? And they've said, oh, they can't spell the name of their course. And I'm like, anybody can make a typo. They could be an excellent candidate. But anyway, yeah, It's really easy to take out any typos or mistakes from your CV, so let's just do that. Number 5, multiple phone numbers or email addresses. You're applying for a job and you need to demonstrate you're professional and easy to get hold of. Pop in one phone number, one email address, and make sure you're available on those. Where possible, answer the phone when it rings, even when you don't recognise the number. I know I'm not applying for jobs right now, but if somebody calls me, it's in the evening, and I don't recognise the number, chances are I'm not going to pick that phone up. If you're applying for jobs, you need to be answering that phone. The other thing that I know a lot of people do these days is just keep their phone on silent, let it go to voicemail, and call back. But many recruiters will just be working their way down a list. You might not get a second call back, you might not get a message left, you'll just have a missed call and a missed job opportunity. So those are my 5 things to take out of your CV. If you can think of anything else, great, pop it in the comments below. And if you're a Swansea University student, just drop us an email at employmentzone@swansea.ac.uk. Attach a copy of your CV, we'll be able to review that for you. Thanks.